Mikel Arteta's Arsenal slipped to second in the Premier League table as they suffered a defeat in what was a controversial match against Aston Villa on Saturday. In this video, let's discuss the talking point from Aston Villa 1, Arsenal 0. What's up, people? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Santi. If you're already here, kindly smash the like button. If you're new, kindly subscribe to the channel and support me as I push my way to 10,000 subscribers. I'd love to start by saying we weren't as bad as people are making us out to be. It was a good performance. If we had made our chances count in that game, we could have won that game. Played that game same way against the same team tomorrow, the day after, we could have won. Take out the early goal Villa scored. I mean, they were brilliant in the first 10 minutes. I'm not trying to take anything away from them, but I feel like overall we were the better team. We just couldn't make our chances count. And look, that's the problem. We have to be ruthless. Now, at this point, I said in my last video that I'm beginning to submit to the will of people asking for us to get a goal-scoring striker. Because my claim before now is we hardly create a lot of chances in game. But lately, I've seen us creating chances and, failing to convert these chances. We created a lot of chances yesterday. We just couldn't convert them. All of a sudden, Odegaard forgot how to shoot. He was in his comfortable zone and he kept on shooting it directly at the keeper. It was so frustrating to watch. And if you look at the game, overall, Arsenal was the better team. We had total control of the game, created more chances. We had more scoring opportunities, and it's just frustrating how we couldn't get even a point at least from that game. Saka in the first 10 minutes was so disappointing to watch. It seemed like he wasn't interested in that game. Look at the numbers from the game. Villa didn't even create up to 1 XG. They had 0.7 expected goals. Arsenal had 1.6 XG in that game. They had 10 shots, which was actually decent. Arsenal had 12 shots. They had 3 shots on target. We had 3 shots on target as well. Open play shots was 7-10. Possession, they only had 39% of the ball. Arsenal had 61. And passes completed, they had 306 passes to Arsenal for 78. They were only able to complete 216 of their passes. Arsenal completed 397% of their passes. Free hit was 42.6% to 57.4%. I think that was due to their high line, because before the game I felt like high line against us is suicide, but they are actually a well-coached team. It was just so difficult, to break down the high line. We played over it a couple of times, but we just couldn't convert the chances, and it was so frustrating to watch. Look, I'm not trying to take anything away from them. They're a very good team, right? I feel like Raya. I'll just talk about the team performance. Raya, for me, I think Raya was actually decent. His distribution was okay yesterday. He couldn't do much about the goal. It was a very good goal. Ben White in recent weeks has been suspect. Defensively, his defending has been suspect. You allow players to cut in. I'm not criticizing that, but the moment they cut in, close them down. Don't give them space. He tracked that McGinn run. He actually saw the run, tracked it down. Then what did you do? Allowed him space to control the ball, turn and shoot. Close him down. You don't have to touch him, just close him. Don't give him space. Don't give him breathing space. And that's what he's been doing. He did it against Rashford. I think he did it in another game recently. I can't remember. You need to fix this. Your style of play is allowing wingers to cut in. Fair enough. The moment they cut in, just close them down. Close them down. Don't allow them chances to shoot. And that's where the goal came from yesterday. You tracked the run. You couldn't close him down. Allow him space to shoot. Control, turn, and shoot. That was so frustrating to see. Saliba was shaky in the first 10-15 minutes, a complete shadow of himself. but he grew into the game as the game went on. Gabriel, I can't fault Gabriel for the goal. I mean, Bailey shouldn't be his man in the first place. Zinchenko was caught out of position and he had to cover for Zinchenko again. He got caught back and, Bailey provided the assist. I really can't fault him much for the goal. Other than that, I think it was pretty decent. It was pretty much decent. It was all over the pitch. Did his thing. Zinchenko, before the game, I didn't even want Zinchenko to start this game because Zinchenko in a 1v1 situation against Bailey, Diaby is scary, right? I'm not criticizing him. I've always said Zinchenko is a midfielder being played as a left back because of the role he's expected to play in the team, where he's expected to invert into the midfield, and he does that well, pretty much well, right? But in some certain games against some certain wingers that cook you 1v1, I just don't want to see him, and that's why I was hoping to see Jorginho in the midfield, to bring some sort of control, and so we wouldn't have to miss Zinchenko not being on the pitch. But yeah, Zinchenko started, got turned by Talisman so easily. It was too easy. Got turned by Talisman. Talisman played it through to Bailey, and Bailey provided the goal in the opening 10 minutes. That was so frustrating and annoying to see. But other than that, I think Zinchenko was okay. He had a good game. Other than that moment, Declan Rice once again, even in a game where the team was average. I mean, it wasn't particularly brilliant, or a standout performer, but I mean, he didn't have a bad game. That's all I'm saying. 91 touches, 89% pass accuracy, one key pass, 1 out of 1 cross was accurate. Had 5 long balls, 2 accurate long balls, 1 shot blocked, 1 successful dribble attempt. Grand draws 11 and 1/6 of his grand draws. Lost possession 12 times, 3 fouls, 1 clearance, 1 interception, 5 tackles, and was only dribbled past once. I think he had a good game. It wasn't a very good game for his standard, but I feel like it wasn't really bad yesterday. I had a decent game for me. And Kai Havertz once again, 35 touches, 79% pass accuracy, 2 key passes, 1 big chance created, 1 shot blocked, dribble attempt 2 was successful on 1 location, 1/7 of his draws, of his grand draws, 1/2 of his area draws, only lost possession 8 times, was committed 4 fouls, was fouled 3 times, and made 3 tackles. I'm so happy for this guy. He was brilliant. For me, he was our best player yesterday. He was robbed of 2 assists. If Odegaard was clinical enough, he could have had 2 assists in that game. His late equalizer got ruled out under questionable circumstances. He was just brilliant on the ball yesterday, and his confidence game by game is growing. And I don't know, I can't really describe my feeling right now because he's come under a lot of scrutiny since he joined this club. But in recent weeks, you just see like he's getting that confidence back. He's becoming the Kai Havertz that people knew before he joined Chelsea. I just want this to continue. I think it was one of the only very few positives from that game yesterday. He had a very good game for me, and on another day, he would walk out on that pitch with a Man of the Match award. I think he's one of the few players that can hold his head up yesterday and feel like, yeah, I did my thing. I did my job. They just couldn't finish it. It was just unbelievable. It was just unbelievable. It was excellent. It was brilliant. I can't find more words to describe his performance yesterday. I know we lost the game, and which is, preventing a lot of people to acknowledge his performance. I actually think it was good. It was the major positive from that game for me yesterday. I want to see more of that guy. Martin Odegaard, you're the captain of this team. Please be consistent. I absolutely have no idea what happened to him yesterday. I think he was good overall, but had so many goal scoring chances. Could have scored 2 goals. 2 clear-cut chances. You were shooting directly at the goalkeeper. Please lead by example. I'll just take that as a one-off game where it wasn't really his day. I won't, come crashing on him. I just feel like it wasn't his day yesterday, but that was a wrong game for you not to be at your best. That was a very wrong game for you not to be at your best. Before the game, I said, look, these are games where we need to take our chances. Because look at what they did. They scored in the opening 10 minutes and literally sat back. They were literally sat back and started playing more direct football. They gave us the ball to play. They were sort of pragmatic. They weren't really attacking us again. Because after that one goal they scored, they literally couldn't create more goal scoring chances. And we were getting these chances. What did we do? It was so annoying to see. That game was so frustrating. Odegaard yesterday was so bang average. You need to be converting those chances. You need to, because, and this is what happens. Look, we walked out of that game 0 points. We lost, and now we're no more top of the table. We were second in the league. It's a very tough league. You need to take your chances. And Odegaard yesterday was very average for me. It was very average, and I need him to step up in the next game, in the next couple of weeks, consistently. I need consistent performance for him. Consistency has been his issue this season. I need that consistency back, and I'm okay. Martinelli was poor. One of his poorest game in an Arsenal shirt. He was making the right runs, he was being found with passes, but really couldn't do much with them. 6 out of 6 times against Konsa, Martinelli wasn't successful. Not even on one occasion. 6 attempted dribble, 0 successful dribble. 1 big chance missed, 46 touches, 73% pass accuracy, 1 key pass, 1 successful cross. He created 1 big chances, credit to him. 7 grand duels contested, 0 success rates. He didn't win a single duel. He won 1 area duel out of 1, but he didn't win a single grand duel. Lost possession a grand total of 18 times and was offside twice. Erin Kosa got the better of Martinelli in that game, and I was expecting him to come off early, even before the second half kicked off. I was expecting him to come off. He had a very terrible game. Him as well has not really been consistent this season. He's one of those few players that has not been consistent this season. I need him to step up. You're part of our strongest front three, and we really can't afford you having a day off, really. I mean, it happens once in a while, but he hasn't really been consistent this season. Jesus tried his best, was all over the place, was unlucky not to have gotten a penalty. And that was that about him. I think he didn't really do much. He didn't have a good game at all, and it wasn't extremely poor. I think he just had an average game. He's only scored twice in the league this season. He needs to be scoring more. I don't think Lacazette was even this poor. I mean, his output in the league. He needs to be scoring more. Please. He's so good in the Champions League, but when it comes to the league, I don't get it. It's a problem. He needs to be scoring more in the league. Saka in the opening 15 minutes yesterday was not interested. He wasn't interested. That was the poorest I've seen him in a very long time. He slow passes. He just wasn't up for it. But yeah, as the game went on, he grew into the game. Actually had a good game in the end. His shooting as well needs to improve. It makes it obvious, like, this is where I want to put the ball. And it makes it difficult for him to convert his chances. He needs to improve his shooting. Be unpredictable. You don't have to put it at the far top corner every time. Use the first post sometimes. Be unpredictable. Now, Saka cutting back, everybody knows where he's putting the ball. Be unpredictable sometimes. But overall, I think he had a good game. Our problem in that game was just the fact that we couldn't convert our chances. And even though I know we had some decisions that went against us that were so questionable, like the Jesus penalty incident, I think that was a stonewall penalty, 100%. I'm tired of complaining about officiating, but I can't see these things and turn blind eyes. It was a stonewall penalty. He didn't even get the ball. He literally kicked through him. Jesus got to the ball first. I think it was Douglas Luiz kicked through him. Didn't even get to the ball at all. I 100% have no idea why that wasn't a penalty. 100% have no idea. It was a frustrating performance from our side and a frustrating performance from the official side. I'm not saying they have an agenda or whatever. I'm just saying do your job properly. Stop leaving room for these questions to be asked every single week. Crystal Palace got a penalty for something similar just 4 hours earlier. And 4 hours later, we couldn't. Bro. And the Kayavas goal as well. I think that was 50-50. He handled the ball. Matt Cash handled the ball before him. I think Matt Cash handled the ball twice even. But it's just so annoying that I can't remember the last time we got a 50-50 call that went our way. I can't remember. But at the end of the day, we as a team, we need to up our performance. Be clinical, be ruthless. Don't give these people rooms to manipulate the game. I've said it in the beginning of the season. This season, you need to come to games preparing to play your opponents, preparing to beat your opponents, and preparing to beat the officials as well. You can't stop giving us rooms to complain every week. If you had, you do your job. I'm not trying to excuse the officials' incompetence in this. I'm just saying we as a team, let's be perfect. If we play to perfection, at least 90% perfect. If we took at least 2 of our chances yesterday, we would have won that game. Or at least get a draw from the game. Now, we couldn't take our chances. We are having to come down to, a penalty wasn't given, a goal was ruled out, this and that. If we are taking our chances, we wouldn't even have to come to that. So we as a team have to be faultless. And that's how you beat these PGMOL or officiating incompetencies. But at the same time, even if we were terrible, I think the officials need to do their job. Look, I'm clamoring for my own team to do their job. Be ruthless, be faultless, take your chances, be clinical. But the officials on the other hand, do your job as well. Look, I'm clamoring for my team to do their job. You officials are not left out. Do your job. Arsenal lost to Lens in the Champions League. Nobody was complaining about officials. We lost to West Ham in the Carabao Cup. Nobody was complaining about officials. Do your job. It's not hard. The fact that one team is not doing his job doesn't necessarily mean you as the official shouldn't do your job. The fact that the officials aren't do their job doesn't necessarily mean you as a team shouldn't do your job. I feel everybody should just do their job and do it right. It's so annoying. People are starting to call us crazy. Like we lost against Newcastle, we are blaming the officials. See, we are not right to blame the officials. There were questionable calls. We lost against Aston Villa, we are blaming the officials. There were questionable calls. Jesus should have gotten a penalty. And even if it was 50-50, let's assume the Jesus penalty situation was 50-50. The Kayavas goal that was ruled out was a 50-50 situation. Both 50-50 situation went Villa's way. Questions will be asked. It's normal. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think the team just needs to do their job. The officials need to do their job. And this brings me to the end of the video today. Let me know your opinion in the comment section. Please smash the like button. It helps the video go a long way. And kindly subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and again, get involved in the comment. Let me know what you think about the game, and I'll see you on the next one.